All right, everybody. Looks like we're live. We should be live. Sorry about that. Had to get a few things done before I started this, but we are live. Be sure to hit the link in the description. I will put another link in the comment section here for those that want to call in. We're going to be doing this call-in show and come out and voice your opinion. Let's get a tweet going here. Let me see. Let me close all them things. Oh, that's bright. I'll watch you later. What's up, Roberto? I'm doing good. How are you doing, man? Hey, hit the link in the call in if you want to call in, man. We can get some discussion going. Let me see. Here we go. Just gonna do a tweet before my goodness gracious. I'm gonna be doing some cutting up on the side while we wait for people to call in. But wait. I'm an idiot. I'm literally an idiot. I can just quote tweet my tweet earlier. Wow. Sometimes I'm just a dodo. Alright. We are live. Alright, let's go. See if we got any. Yes, Nolan, Nash at Nite. And you know what? I'm not gonna, because I'm not sure what the rules are, but there's gonna be some drink in the cup. Not gonna specify what the drink is, but a drink will be poured. Because it's Nash at Nite. We're getting spicy tonight. It's Baylor pack or it's the Baylor pack this week. All right. Gonna close out Photoshop. Yes. Crack a cold one, absolutely. As long as you are of age, gotta clarify that. Okay, yeah. Obviously, I'm streaming, and the camera is in focus. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alrighty. Now, who to do first on the? We'll just start with full offense, but we gotta mute this. A riveting live stream, I'm sure. Actually, here, hold on. Let's not do this. Let's start with going over the statistics. Okay, so I mentioned that. Oh, well, you know what? Never mind, we got a caller. Let's go ahead and. Hey, Mamba, how are you doing? You're on mute. You should be able to take yourself off mute. Not sure if one of y'all is Mamba out there in Nolan or Roberto, but let me see. You know what? Is it? Should not be words. Yeah, you should be able to, yeah. Okay. Yeah. You should be able to talk. Let me see. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Okay, I see in chat. Yeah. Just whenever you get that figured out, just go ahead and I'll get to that call. And so here's how we're gonna do this. I mean, obviously I'll be able to remember Mamba. Who wouldn't be able to remember that nickname? But when you hop in the chat, if you hop in the call, if I'm on a call with somebody, just type in the chat on the side. Say here. That way I can know what order to go through, so I can get through y'all. And what's up, JT? Appreciate it. I'm not the GOAT, but I do appreciate the love. There are plenty of better ones. Was that the? I think that was somebody leaving. Yes, okay, that was Mamba leaving. That's what that sound was. All right. So we're going to start with, like I said, we're actually going to start with talking about the stats. Because I need to go through and grab the rest of these anyways. This is about the first time they'll ever start actually looking at stats and being like, hey, okay, let's start to really, hone in on these and see what's happening. And actually, let me also CFB data. I mean, there's CFBdata.com, which is collegefootballdata.com, teamrankings.com, which is a really good one. Which is, I mean, it's basically the same thing as CFB stats. What CFB stats is the one that I'm pretty sure all the universities use. I appreciate that. I try 100%. I do need to get better. I need to need to get. I'm speaking of getting going. I'm going to be doing that later. On my Patreon clips, I'm way behind on those. I've literally been sleeping. All right. So how are y'all feeling about? Go ahead and type in the chat. How are y'all feeling about Baylor too? Let me know what y'all's feel. Are y'all worried about Baylor at all? If y'all are, what's the area? I mean, I'm going through the stats right now. If you got something that you want to bring to my attention, good or bad, now's the time. Because I will be doing a video tomorrow. And speaking of video, I meant to do a video. I literally was supposed to. I thought it's been just left unlisted all day. All day. Left unlisted. So, you're going to see that tomorrow morning. 2 videos tomorrow. But I do gotta cautious. Okay, so hold on, Chris. Now hey, hit the link right there. There's a link right there. Hit that link. Hop in here and you can explain, with your voice, the cautiously optimistic. But I'm just curious, what's causing you the cautious part? Is it Texas playing down to the level of opponent, or just what's causing you some caution? To have some caution. Okay, let me move you over here. Gonna move you over here. All right, we're good to go. Oh, and you know what? Okay, so yes. Well, which one is it? I listed a couple things there. Which one? Okay, we got a caller. Mamba. Hey, Mamba, how are you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Nash? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. All right, so we got Mamba here. How are you doing, man? What do you want to call about tonight?
Hey, man. Just want to say first, appreciate everything you do for Longhorn Nation, man.
Really appreciate those clips. Um, the game time could be hectic for people with kids, so definitely helps out to see that. So just want to say I appreciate that. Um,
I appreciate you too,
as
man.
far as Baylor, man, I mean, this is the best I felt in years. Like after that Texas State loss, I mean, it doesn't make a win automatic, but it makes me feel really good about it. Even though it's on the road, I still feel good. My only concern, man, that I'm kind of worried is going to catch up to us, and um, the team is really like I see some hesitation with Sark like going into road games and just like force feeding the running backs. I feel like in most games he tries to set up or he tries to get Quinn in some rhythm and then try to like set up the run after that. So it's just one of my concerns. Like one of these road games, one of these conference games, I hope it doesn't catch up to us. Hope that makes sense, man.
No, yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Steve Sarkisian, the reason why there's a good, it's a philosophical reason why he goes after why he tries to go do the run so much. Uh, he like it literally just comes down to wanting to physically impose your will on the opponent, and you saw it versus Alabama at the end. It it's just like football, like it's like he says, football's a physical sport, and at the end of the day, the more you go away from that, in his opinion, and I honestly can kind of agree with him. That's when you start to lose your physicality, and that's when you actually start to, you know, allow some losses to come in to play possibly. A good example of that would probably be the year that we lost in 2008 when we lost in Lubbock. So, I mean, there's both sides of the coin, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to execution. And as long as we can keep executing, like what he's calling should be working as long as it executes. I mean, but at the end of the day, that's that's literally everything.
Yeah, man. No, I hear you, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but just looking at the Big 12 and seeing how everyone struggled, I'm just like, man, worst case, I'm kind of feeling like worst case scenario. There's a two-loss season, so I'm still pretty optimistic, man, and I think Baylor, they've always been a thorn in our side, but this time around, I'm feeling pretty good about them and most of the Big 12, honestly.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, like when it comes down to like if Texas went 10-2, that this is a severe disappointment in the year. It's just I get that, like I understand, like I think we as Texas fans in general, like as a collective whole, we're afraid to actually, like, we don't want to fall for the banana in the tailpipe again.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, and because, and I get it. Yeah, Wyoming playing into the fourth quarter. That's not great. Uh, you want way more than that, and I completely agree. We need to stop sleepwalking in those things. But at the end of the day, I think what's going to save this team is PK's because it would require just a total letdown. Like, Baylor's not good this year. Kansas is like, I'm looking at the schedule right now. Kansas, they're a lot of people, like some people like Kansas. I initially did. If you had asked me a week ago what I thought about Kansas, I'd probably say they're a high scoring team and they're gonna. But really, they're not an efficient offense. If you think Texas isn't efficient, they're less efficient. Uh, Oklahoma right now, the statistics are showing that Oklahoma is going to be really the only. They should be the only problem for Texas. I mean, Kansas State, we got them at home. They lost to Missouri on the road. Now maybe that's just a one off thing, but I mean, getting them at home, especially late in the year, if Kansas is able to have a resurgence and they're actually a good team, that's also going to be a primetime game, and Texas should be very highly ranked, and then they should be, so that should be a very tough environment for them to play in, quite honestly. And same for BYU. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm having trouble finding the losses, and normally I would sit there and I would say Iowa State. I'm scared as heck for that, but the Matt Campbell fall off a cliff, and then also all the gambling. It's just major problems over there. And just if we were to go, if there's 2 losses out of there, one of them has to be an OU, and then that's already probably a bad season, just by losing, because you never want to lose to OU. And then you got to have one more loss somewhere else, and then that would probably the only losses I could really see as a stretch. I mean, maybe TCU, but I'm not that worried about TCU this year. BYU, Kansas State, and Texas Tech. One of those has to be at home, and if we're sitting there as a 1-loss team, we've lost to Oklahoma, and we can't afford any more losses. To lose at home to one of those teams would be a massive letdown. And I just 10-2. I really think that would be a really underselling of what this season could and should be. But yeah, hey, thank you for calling in, Mamba. Feel free to call back in anytime. I really appreciate that, and thank you for the very kind words. Let me see. Let me catch back up with the chat here. Rainy in Waco on Saturday. Okay, and you know what? I might just actually do this. I've been waiting. I've been trying to do something. Might see another YouTube channel popping up. Completely random YouTube channel. Can't say anything more. I actually got a couple ones in my head, possibly. 12-0 bet. Yeah. I mean, look, Nolan. It's just last year. Last year should have, by all accounts, been a 10-2 season. Yeah. I thank you again, Mamba. Thank you again, man. But 10-2 season. That's what it should have been last year. This team has improved from last year. We've already gotten Alabama out of the way. I know Alabama didn't look good versus South Florida, but I'm here to tell you, that's how good Jalen Milroe is. I mean, unless you think South Florida is a better defense than Texas, sure, by all means, think that. But Jalen Milroe is a very good quarterback, and he's having trouble getting past his first read. I mean, that's anybody with a brain has said that, so you got to listen to them. But at the end of the day, he has an ability to think on his feet. He's a very athletic guy. If he was playing versus South Florida, it would have been an absolute blowout, just like versus Middle Tennessee. Bobby. Okay, losing to Kansas, Oklahoma, Kansas State, TCU, and Texas Tech. Okay. Well, we'll see. Hey, you know what? Hey, Bobby, I'm telling you right now, if you live in a betting state, because it sounds like you're in Oklahoma, but if you live in a betting state, go ahead. I mean, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money putting in a bet like that Texas is going to go 7-5. You can make a lot of money for yourself. So put your money where your mouth is there, buddy. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that Bama Milroe situation. That's crazy. Yep, Jack. I agree. It's what's going on with Tommy Reese. I mean, oh my goodness. And they could not complete they were having trouble completing a damn screen pass. Okay, I was trying to go to weather. Weather.com. Oh, he's an Aggie. Tennessee better not. Hold on, wait. Let me see. But y'all play Tennessee. Y'all TU has y'all on their schedule. Here, hold on. The poor Aggie. The poor Aggie needs help. The poor Aggie needs help. I got to go find it. He must not know. You must not know. Wow. See, this is where a lack of, historical education needs to. We need to get better at this. Okay, like you need to stop going to Wikipedia, stop looking at your damn Twitter follows at, hey, we got the truth. No, info is gathered from the websites, the edu websites. What is this? What is this right here? Huh? Whoa. East Tennessee University, ETU. TU? You already got TU on the schedule, brother. You already got TU on the schedule. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, no. Poor Aggie. Hey, you gotta do AGGY. Aggie. No, Josh. I clearly understand what they're intending to say, but we've always just been UT, the University of Texas, and to go back to this graphic. Let me see. The legislature shall, as soon as practical, establish the University of Texas, Texas Constitution, 1876, Article 7, Section 10. Okay, when did Tennessee go? Let's change it to the University of Tennessee. Oh, that'd be 1879. 3 years after. 3 years after Texas had already said, hey. Because they always say, look, and hey, by all means, you changed your name before our university was officially established. Congratulations. Congrats. We already had our name well before that. It's just a lack of research. It's a lack of research. It's simple. And here's the other thing. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. Go ahead, clip that, quote that, whatever you want. I'm an idiot. And the fact that y'all are even listening to people who are bewilders me. There's a Tennessee dude that people, the poor people of the TU, East ETU, those poor people, they kept quote tweeting me on this stuff every time I had something. Let me pull up my other one, because this is the one that they really, oh man, they're mad. They got hopping mad over this one. Where we at? Okay. Let me see. I can't find it. Hold on. Alright, well. Oh, I know why I didn't. Because I can't find it on that. Yeah. No, I mean, look. It is what it is. Let me see. Copy from Nash Talks Texas. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the one. Boom, we got it. Save image. Ba-ba-ba. Like I said, we are a professional one-man operation here, okay? I don't have a producer. I got me, myself, and I. Oh, no. Wait, I never saved it. Oops. There we go. All right, this one got the Tennessee fans mad. So let's go over. Okay, original. Orange and white were used as the first UT colors in 1885. When the two students on their way to a baseball game stopped at a general store to get ribbons for the crowd, they wore orange and white ribbons. Tennessee, 6 years later. Tennessee's orange and white colors were selected by Charles Moore, a member of the university's first football team, and later were approved by a student body vote. You can then see the power T for Texas Longhorns. Go ahead and zoom in on the date here, because this is important. 1897. When did they introduce? Oh, the 1960s. Okay. But hey, theirs is original. Okay. The interlocking UT, 1906. When did they come up with that? 1967 as well. Okay. So they're having a little bit of trouble. Look, I get it. We got a bunch of good ideas. You like them? Cool. Smokey the Cannon built 1953. They choose a dog by the name of Smokey. What a coincidence. The show band of the Southwest, Pride of the Southland. I mean, pretty. And then here's the other one. This is the biggest one. They act like if you read this, okay, they're proud. Like where my hand is. This is the quadrant you need to be looking at. They're proud of that. They say that, oh, we are so creative minds and all that stuff. Y'all did it 40 years after Texas, running through the power T. The two innovators, the two of the greatest innovators that University of Tennessee ever had on its campus. Look, if those are your greatest innovators, if those are two of your greatest innovators, I'm sorry, you got to pack it in. And I mean, I have a true meme video coming on Tennessee. It's bad. Like, they're down bad. Even when they're up, they're down bad. It's truly tremendous. But basically, my entire point with that was they keep quote tweeting this dude that supposedly is their big fat guy, right? And he says something, and he's trying to disprove what I say, and it's if you just scroll down 3 sentences below, that's when it shows, hey, yeah, the Texas name was clearly Texas. The school was not established, but the name was established well before. It's actually in Texas legislature. Y'all can go look it up in historical archives and whatnot. Cool how these kind of things exist, But, if you limit your research to Wikipedia, I think that's a little bit of going to be a problem there, buckaroos. So we actually spent quite a bit of time on Tennessee there. I love to take a good shit on Tennessee whenever I can. Although it's not that hard. Okay, I was fantasy football. That's not an abbreviation.
Hobson donated $2 through Super Chat. Nothing matters but Puka.
Okay, so he's talking about Puka Nacua, the fantasy football god right now. But I appreciate it. I'm trying to finalize on something, but I think I'm going to be able to offer these hats to y'all. We'll see about that. But yeah, Puka. I mean, what a dude. Now here's the deal, Cheeky. You know this is certainly possible. It is 100% possible that Puka falls off the face of the earth and really doesn't get the insane level of targets, and you could really cash in on him, man. But at the same time, if he doesn't, man, you're giving up a lot. That's a dude that you're giving up. Preview the Aggie game next week. Okay. With respect to the man that just donated to me. I mean, honestly, actually, I don't know. That's going to be a very... I'll tell you right now, I will do an entire video on the statistics of what should be coming back, what Texas had, because that's going to be a very intense game. And Cheeky, I'm going to want to go to that game. I'm going to be wanting to go to College Station and be out there. Yeah, that should be a fun game. Yeah. Don't want to reveal too much in personal information, but yeah. You know, speaking of fantasy football, I have a ton of Kareem Hunt. I was banking on somebody picking him up, and right back to the Browns, baby. Hey, let's go. Maybe we can drag Mason out there. Maybe we can drag Mason out there to get him out there. Hey, I appreciate it, Chris. Yes, I do. I do have an Orange Blood show in the morning at 6:30. Nolan, they do have a bunch. Yes, hold on. A&M. Well, look, okay. I will till the end of our earth, till the end of time. I'm just gonna talk shit about A&M. I'm just gonna talk shit. But because hey, look, it's at the end of the day, it's honestly most of it comes down to my family. Half my family is Aggies, and I was a cocky little shit growing up. I know you just use that a lot, so we'll see what YouTube thinks of that. But I was a cocky little one. Every Thanksgiving, it was pure confidence. Okay, we're going to smack A&M. We're going to roll them. They're always talking mess to me. And I'm just like, look, dude. Your team sucks. You're going to lose. And it would happen. And I'd be sitting there with a full stomach, just soaking it all in, just loving it all, every last second of it. Like, it was, let me tell you, life was good as a young Nash on Thanksgiving, okay? I had a great time. Yeah, but A&M, hey, watch out this year. Now, I will say 8-4, 7-5. I'm always going to say it's on the table, but I actually think 8-4 is actually realistically on the table. I don't think they fired Jimbo, though. Now, what I was trying to do like 30 minutes ago, look up the Waco, Texas weather. Oh, my goodness. And you got Bijan just like the Atlanta Falcons did at number 7 overall. Wait, did I just embarrass myself? Bijan Robinson. I mean, this is going to be very embarrassing if I got this wrong. He was pick 8. Okay. Sorry. Got it wrong, people. I apologize. I know. Nash is terrible. This is just horrible. What can I do? I might as well just stop doing YouTube right now. I might as well just stop doing the every play videos. Everything. Just stop it all. Got to because I missed one spot. Bijan looked great every time he's touched the football. That dude is he's just nasty, man. Bijan Robinson, it's just we tried to tell people, oh, it's the NFL, it's gonna be different. No. No, I promise you it's not. It's not gonna be different. What's going to happen is he's actually going to go into the NFL where there's like offensive line that know how to run block, and I mean, even if they don't know how to run block, they know how to run block better than what we had last year. If he had just think about if he had the volume that Christian McCaffrey gets. I mean, he's already number 2 in the league in rushing yards. Let me see. On complete leaders. Yeah. So on 29 attempts, he's got 180. Now, credit to DeAndre Swift, 29 attempts, 178 rushing yards. But Bijan's up there. What a dude this guy is. 75 yards receiving already. He's this. Yeah. Yeah. Atlanta, I think you got a guy. I think you do. And then also, Roshan Johnson. Hello, Roshan. Smacking the absolute just snot out of a dude. Let me see. I got my... Where's my angry Bijan face? Okay, I'm gonna have to find it on my phone. Because let me tell you something. We think that Bijan Robinson... And well, hold on. Let me clear before I go too far. Bijan Robinson is a very nice guy off the football field. Hey, and yeah, he yoinked that shit from Koo. He said that I will very much take that number 7, please, and thank you. Where is it? Come on. Can't monologue that much longer on it because it's just, what else can you say? Okay. But, yeah. Imagine that running at you. Woo! No siree, no thank you. No thank you. I will take my seat over here, please, and thank you very much. I mean, it's funny. That dude is running with he's putting all of his anger off to the side, being just this amazing human being, and then he just absolutely, when he gets on the football field, he's like, he gets that pinched nose, man. He looks mad. Yeah. But I mean, if they keep on using him more in the passing game. Now, I mean, Bijan is he's ridiculous. And this is the other thing, Madden. Can y'all just please give a dude? Now I will give Madden credit. Madden is better this year. Okay, I don't know if people are still dogging on Madden. It's better. I know I'm a grown ass adult talking about a video game, but here I am. Madden is better this year. Look, nostalgia. We grew up with it. Deal with it. But let's just look at something. Okay. Bijan. Okay, let's compare them. Okay, well, gotta type it up here. Again, like I said, I'm not the smartest cookie in the patch. Now, he was right next to these dudes in his combine times and whatnot. No, wait, I don't want Matthew. Okay. Okay. Now, speed's not that bad. But 70 catching. 70 catching. No. If he was a wide receiver, he'd have been one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, in the draft. If he was a pure wide receiver out of high school, he's got the running back body. Carrying 90, I'm not gonna complain about that because he does fumble the ball. Okay, stop complaining about it. It happens. People get mad every time I point that out. That he actually does fumble the football. Break tackle 86. That's just got to be higher. Jump 90. I'm not going to complain about that. Where is it? Trucking 83. That could be a little bit higher. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, the catching stats. That's the main one. But there's more on the pass catching. I'm trying to get to them. And you know what? Here, hold on. So y'all can actually are not just left in the dark. Okay. I mean, this is serious stuff that we got to get mad about. Now, here's what I will say. Hold on, real quick. College football comes back next year. Texas might be good. We might actually be good. Okay, if we're 12-0, if we go 12-0, do you understand? We will have a powerhouse on NCAA football. Let's go. I've been waiting for this my entire life. My entire life. Playing all my friends that I'm going to use LSU. I stick there as a loyal Texas Longhorn fan. Loyal one, damn it. And I'm getting these high mid-80 teams late in the 2011 to 2014. Just absolute like this shouldn't be Texas, man. Having to rebuild Texas to what it should be, to its glory. Thank you, Sark. Thank you for giving me my EA Sports college football team that I truly have wanted all my life. I get it. Look. Well, Nash, what about 2005 and 2000? Look, 2008, yo. Hey, that was my shit. Okay, 2008 was my shit. But 2005, I was just a wee little Nash. Not playing video games yet. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Stiff arm. Gotta be higher. Gotta be higher. I mean, show the man some respect. Spin move. That's just downright disrespectful. We saw what he just did to legit grown men on the football field. Absolutely downright disrespectful. Look, I understand y'all want to say he's a great blocker. I'm not even going to try and dispute that, but, like, thank you. Whatever. I'll take it. Now, where is our... Okay, here we are. Okay. Man coverage, no. Okay, spectacular catch. 58. What is this? What? No. No. I simply refuse. I simply refuse for it to be allowed. This is absolute just garbage. See, this is where EA. I tried. Okay. You gotta. You're removing your credibility, man. Okay, I'm trying to. Sorry. See, this is where people that have producers that's undervalued. Producers are undervalued. No, we want this entire box. There we go. Okay. Look at that. All that for that gigantic payoff. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. No, I want it out of... I know y'all. This is. Oh. Can it just be out of that? Okay, there we are. Well, what's in the way? I am genuinely confused at what's blocking this. Oh, it's in the... Okay, this is... If any of y'all are sticking around, I appreciate you for sticking around, but goodness gracious, what is going on? No, now where's my camera? No, okay. All right. This is. I told y'all I'm a professional, okay? I was just trying to put my camera in the bottom corner. Clearly, I can't do that. Clearly, I can't do that, okay? 58, that's just absolutely downright disrespectful. Catching traffic, 63. I don't even care what Saquon Barkley's is. His has got to be higher, and it's got to be higher than 72. That's not, like... Okay, I'll be honest. Maybe it could be low for a little bit, but that's going to have to go up. Short route running. It's just, this is... Yeah, no, this stuff is... This is where the actual disrespect comes into play. Because if you've actually, like, watched Bijan Robinson, yeah, that is far from anything that could ever be considered an issue of his. Overlook. Okay, Jonathan Miller. And is this the same? Let me see. Jonathan Miller. I'm worried that we're going to be looking overlook Baylor and Kansas as we plan for Oklahoma. I get it, okay? But Baylor's just bad. Baylor's just bad, man. Yeah, let me go to their... I cannot get over how bad they are. Man, you don't got Texas on there. Man, Texas gotta be the favorite team. Alright, let me try and find Baylor right here. Baylor. Overview. Team stats. So, I mean, points per game. They're 22 points per game, 84th in the nation. Defense is letting up 31. That's 94th in the nation. And they have not played good opponents. Opponents' points per play, they're letting up opponents be efficient. That's 85th in the nation. They're over 400 yards per game right now. That's 90th in the nation. This is one area where they're actually good at, and on the offenses, they're good at getting yards. They have 431 yards per game. And actually, if you were to compare that to let's say a Texas, let me go ahead and just make sure before I open my mouth and say something stupid. We're not that far behind like I thought. I thought we were below 400, but we're at 409 yards per game right now. So this is certainly a game that, I mean, if we manage to lose this because we're simply I don't even want to hear the excuse of overlooking, because it's that bad. They don't have their starting quarterback. They don't have their starting running back. Their defense, I mean, rushing defense statistics, opponent rush yards per play, they're 4.3 yards per rush allowed. They're allowing 183 yards per game. They're getting dominated. Turnover margin, they're losing turnover margin. They're 83rd in the nation in that one. They're giving the ball away two times a game on average, getting the ball back 1.5 on average. And here's the other thing is they're throwing the interception at a high rate. 4.17% of the time. That's 101st in the nation. Texas is, and if you actually follow, because you should be, okay, Joseph Cook on Twitter, Joseph Cook 89 on Twitter, go follow him. But he had a tweet, I think he did. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's CJ Vogel. Okay, well, Joseph Cook is a great follow on Twitter anyways, but CJ Vogel _TFB on Twitter, he pointed out Baylor QB Sawyer Robinson has the longest average distance to target, A-dot, is what people call it in short. Average distance to target. That's from the line of scrimmage to where the ball is, to where the receiver is catching the football. That's an average of 12.3 yards, which is massive. Baylor throws the ball beyond the line of scrimmage, beyond 20 yards, the most of any Big 12 team, and throws the fewest screens, quick passes behind the line of scrimmage in the conference. And ultimately, I think that's not something that's going to bode well against this defense, because this defense, like I pointed out, not only are we winning the turnover margin by 1.7, we've only given the ball away once, I believe, a fumble, and that was versus Wyoming. It's 0.3 fumbles per game, 0.3 giveaways per game. We have 2. We're averaging 2 takeaways per game right now. So, and that is we're getting 2 takeaways every game right now. We're forcing the opponent to throw the interception 6.17% of the time. That's 10th in the nation right now. And this is right about when you can actually start to actually look into stats and you can say, okay, this means something. And I think that it's just this matchup just does not bode well for Baylor whatsoever. Now, Kansas, maybe we can see. But like I was saying, I've been saying, man, if you had asked me a week ago, I just said a lot of great things about Kansas, but I'm just not seeing it. The advanced statistics is showing that they're not an efficient offense, or at least they're not I thought they were more efficient than Texas. They're not as efficient as Texas. And points per play, yards per point. Their defense is allowing more efficiency to the opposing offense by a wide margin to Texas. They're allowing 12.9 yards per yard per point, compared to Texas 18.8. And then the scoring margin, Texas average scoring margin is 19.3. And this is something that I actually saw. I'm not sure if a lot of people saw this, but because I wasn't really paying attention to what other people were saying, because I didn't want to really cloud my judgment. But UCF, I saw UCF was going to be a good football team this year. I saw that. I completely saw this. If you watched my live stream where I was going down and I was breaking down the Big 12 and I was predicting what's going to happen, UCF, they have a good, they're a good football team this year. And I said I'm very glad that Texas didn't, because this would be one of those teams that I'd be very worried about if they were on the schedule. I know it's UCF, I know all that stuff, but I mean they're right up there in efficiency. They got a veteran quarterback. They got it's just, and then also even more than this, their defense is playing good, or playing well, I should say. So that's something that, if you are a UCF fan, you're probably happy about. All right, and also, hey, again, I'm just gonna go and yeah, guys, yeah, it's bad. Bad ratings, man. But anyone, if y'all want to call in, I'm gonna put the link in the call in section. Put the link out there just again. If y'all want to call in, nope, wait, that's not the right link. That's the link to the YouTube video. Whoops. All right, that should be a good Discord link. Be sure to call in and voice your Texas Longhorns football opinion. All right. Now, I do want to go look at Texas on the... Wait, hold on. Copy. All right. What do we got here? Defense is stuffing the run. Line yards per rush. 2.5 yards. Second level yards per rush 0.6. So our defense, despite that game, our defense is still doing their thing against the. Now the havoc rate has gone down a little bit. Defensive backs, it's still pretty good. No, that was also kind of probably predicted. The defense is. Our defense is like this is a. Only allowing 37% on standard downs, 28% success rate on passing downs. We're allowing explosive passing plays. One that's red for us on that, but rushing we're doing good. Man, this is just the offense. We need the offense to go up in efficiency, but this defense should carry us home. So this is a good statistic that I want to points per opportunity. Okay, so opportunities. What is an opportunity? Every time you got the ball past the opponent's 40-yard line. They've had 18 opportunities on offense, 13 on defense. They're allowing 4.8 points per opportunity on defense, and then they're getting 3.6 points per opportunity on offense. Texas, I'm not going to try and fluff it up. 3.6 points per opportunity on offense with 20 opportunities. Defense, we've only allowed 9 opportunities. Only 9 times has the opponent gotten the ball past the 40-yard line. 2.9 points per opportunity. This is a stingy defense, man. Holy crap. I did not realize. Hold on, let me look at this, because this is something that this is honestly where my faith comes into the Texas Longhorns. Really, this defense. If you heard me talk about this morning, I can actually go ahead and play the clip here. Hold on, just give me 1 second here. Okay. So forgive me for plugging my. He's shown nothing but. I can't think of a single time that we've ever had a defensive call under PK that we're just scratching our heads and going, why did you do that? Like 3rd and 17, 0 blitz. Versus LSU, right? Hold on. We haven't had one of those keeps us in. I think the thing that we can fall back on and win games is the Pete Kwiatkowski's defense.
Yeah.
I just he's shown nothing but I can't think of a single time that we've ever had a defensive call under PK that we're just scratching our heads and going, why'd you do that? Like 3rd and 17, 0 blitz versus LSU, right? We haven't had one of those things. There hasn't been a Todd Orlando. Why are you doing these things that you're doing, right?
Good point.
We haven't been asking that about PK. And you look at Sark talked about this for the entire team, but I think the thing that allows Texas to be versatile is the defense. That is a very versatile defense. It's a good run stopping defense. It's a good pass defense. They look like they could be improving on tackling, so we'll have to see on that. Yeah, so basically, hey, Jonathan, I appreciate it, man. At all. Even, hey, just type in the chat. That helps out a lot, man. I appreciate that. And also, hey, liking the video. If y'all like the video, drop a like on the video. That really does help to push the video to new viewers. Do I foresee a good game from McQuinn? Honestly, I don't think I think Quinn is actually. I'm going to stick with Quinn has had a good game. He could have been better, right? Like there's throwing off the back foot. There's obvious like Quinn has got to have some better execution in some of these moments. But at the end of the day, man, there's enough drops there. There's enough there for me to think, man, you know what? Quinn is actually doing enough, right? It's just like I understand it wasn't a flash. Like we actually just talked about this morning on the Orange Bloods Live, or not this morning. This morning is going to be actually still it's this morning. It's 11 p.m. So we can still say this morning. I did my Nash at Night a lot earlier, but we talked about this morning where Quinn Ewers, it's just he executed the game plan, and it's just at the end of the day, it wasn't a flashy game plan that Sark wasn't calling flashy plays versus Wyoming. So I don't know how much I can place blame on Quinn Ewers for that. Now, he could have executed a lot better, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, you go to the Alabama game, like, I don't know how this doesn't change much for me. Because if you go to look at the depth of passes, majority of it, like, he did have a higher completion percentage, but majority of the passes were behind the line of scrimmage. And I'm not trying to sit here and say he's inaccurate. But I'm just saying at the end of the day, I mean, he's had, let me see, total 25 attempts behind the line of scrimmage, 26 attempts at the short range, 22 intermediate, and then 14 deep, which I have my gripe on what people can call deep route, but 20 plus yard passes, that's what they call deep. You go to Alabama and you go to Wyoming, and this is the other thing, Wyoming people, Texas fans, why are they calling the deep ball after Rice? Stop calling the deep ball. Oh my God. Pick one. I'm not saying y'all are saying that, but I'm just saying I've heard that from people. Now, versus Alabama, 13 passes behind the line of scrimmage, 10 passes at the short range. That's half of his passes from both those categories on the total season. That's 23 of his passes versus Alabama. He only had 13 passes where he was beyond 10 yards. Versus Wyoming tells a different story. Make sure we're on Quinn Ewers. We are. Okay. 5 attempts behind the line of scrimmage, 7 attempts at the short range, 6 medium, 3. He did have 3 at 20 or beyond. But then again, we did not see a single deep pass versus Wyoming. See, here's the deal. I still will maintain it. People have argued. I had that whole like Twitter thing where I was saying, Quinn did. He did do better than people thought. And for those that don't know, I did a little video. You can look for a thumbnail that looks a little something like. Maybe I don't have the thumbnail right here available. But I did a video where I said, hey, Quinn Ewers is better than you think. And I think he was worse versus Rice. I'm not going to lie. Or worse versus Wyoming. I do. I think he had a bad game versus Wyoming. He did have 3 to 5 drops, but even if he has 5 drops, let's be as pro. Hey, we're gonna be pro Quinn Ewers here. We're not gonna be critical of him at all, and we're gonna try and make everything as shiny and rosy as possible. hadn't adjusted. Now, honestly, if you subscribe now, I do not agree with their adjusted completion percentage for the Rice game. So take it what you will. But it was a 67.7 as well versus Rice and Wyoming. Again, personally, I have his adjusted completion percentage much higher. Like, I'm talking like 80% higher. Like 80%, like the 80% range. I actually, you know what? I can just whip out my notes list right here. And yeah, I thought he was 25 of 29 versus Rice, adjusted. Which would come out to, because I'm stupid, so I got to use a calculator. That'd come out to 86%. Whoops. Yeah, so take of that what you will, but and then also averaged up the target 11.3 versus Rice, 8.2 versus Wyoming, 7.9 versus Alabama. So a lot of those short passes did not bring it down that much. But the percentage of drops was the highest, 21.4. 3. Honestly, I think you could possibly add 2 more drops onto that, but we'll just consider 3. That's a 67.7% completion percentage. But if you were to add those 2 more drops, let's see, that would be 16? Hold on, make sure the okay, yeah. No, okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. That'd be 16 of 21. And again, I'm done. But that'd be 76% completion percentage. So, I mean, I think really what you want to see is you want to see more consistency from the wide receivers on catching the football. That's really, at the end of the day, I think if we have that, then Quinn Ewers his numbers are going to be a lot better than what they show. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. But yeah. So I think I do at the end of the day, I do think that he will have a better game versus Baylor. But all right, everybody. So think that we're not going to get another caller tonight. I do appreciate. Thank you for Cheeky for the donation. Shout out to Cheeky Hobson. Shout out multiple times with the donation. I appreciate that. That is, hey, even the Aggie is out here supporting. No, Cheeky's a great guy. I've met Cheeky multiple times, so that's why the Aggie is supporting the Texas Longhorn content creator. But I do appreciate it. Thank you for all y'all in the chat. Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan in the chat, being very active at the end. Really, a lot of y'all can go through here and shout out all of y'all. Roberto Valdez early on. Nolan Daniels coming in here. Got JT. Hook him 24/7. Always throwing up a hook him 24/7. Atta baby. Chris was out here. He had some great questions early on. Thomas Varner. Thoughts on Oklahoma this year? I kind of answered that, but I really didn't answer that directly. But I've kind of shared my thoughts on Oklahoma. Nolan Daniels, yeah. Blake Skaggs. I did not see Blake Skaggs. Oh my God. Yeah, I can get behind that, Blake. If you're still here, Blake. If you're still here, Blake, I think BYU's second toughest game on the schedule, left on the schedule. I can get behind that 100%. Mamba, thank you for Mamba for calling out. The only caller tonight, but hey, you know what? We're trucking through. Thank you, Mamba. Sports fan Jack. Saying Milroe is better. I completely agree. Josh Paredes, again. Derek Parks, yeah. Bobby Willard, I'll even shout out the Aggie troll, Bobby Willard, but yeah, Cheeky Hobson and C. Gaddis, and then Cape. A lot of familiar names out here. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. We will be back at it Friday. So, all right, everybody. Hope you all have a great day. And as always, hook!